Hello, good evening, and welcome to DreamOrs Meeting podcast episode number 8. So glad that you can be with us again on this Tuesday night here Malaysia time, Singapore time. It's right after dinner, so I hope you have a cup of coffee or a cup of drink, whatever that you're drinking right now, and sit back, relax, and enjoy our time together. Anyway, what are you drinking today? Okay, for me it's Twinings turmeric tea. The hardest tea to drink, but apparently it's good for my fitness. So help hack the metabolism of my body. So I ran out of green tea. So we found this lying around the house, so I'm drinking this tonight. So put down on the comment, maybe what you're drinking, where you're from, and yeah, what dreams brought you here as we start our DreamOrs meeting. Okay, that's my tea, my turmeric tea. Says enjoy this turmeric blend any time of the day or after you have eaten. Okay, after I've eaten, yeah, hack my metabolism, right? Enjoy, I'm not sure, because apparently it doesn't taste so good. Still prefer my green tea, but nevertheless, when you pursue your dreams, sometimes you got to take things that you're not comfortable with. But if it's good for you and it helps you move forward, yeah, why not? Okay, anyway, let me just check how we are doing. Okay, everything is set. Okay, again, I'm broadcasting using OBS, no longer Zoom. Apparently, I think the image is better. And if it is better than a few weeks ago, so just let me know so I can continue to use OBS. I'm exploring another program, but that one is a paid program, so I don't want to spend too much before I get the hang of all this streaming using a free application. So again, when you start doing something new, it doesn't have to be expensive. You just have to start with whatever you have, and today's technology is amazing. You have so many just free things out there. So while everyone talks about inflation, right, like things are getting expensive, but one thing is for sure, technology is deflationary. That means it's getting cheaper and cheaper, definitely. So yeah, I'm waiting for a lot of things for the prices to drop too. Okay, I hope to get my Tesla car soon, but the prices are still so expensive. I'm not talking about a stock, I'm talking about the actual car. So I'm still looking forward to going back to Singapore. This is gonna be my second last week here in Malaysia. So in fact, this is gonna be the second last time you will see this this backdrop. Okay, my Damansara studio, I call it. Okay, my mom's house. Yeah, I will miss this place. I will miss broadcasting from this little home studio. But yeah, again, things change. The only constant in life is change, isn't it? So yeah, it will be changing, and yeah, I look forward to see how I set up a new studio in my home back in Singapore. So today, just want to welcome all of you again. What's our topic today? Our topic is never arriving an art, or is it an issue? So when I say never arriving, I mean that sometimes you set up a goal, you have a dream, and every time you pursue forward, right, that dream seems to be moving backward, moving even more forward, right, and you are not able to catch up, and you feel that you are never achieving your dreams. So is never arriving an issue, or is it maybe an art? There's an art of never arriving. So it's just a very philosophical question, but it's an important one nevertheless. Speaking of never arriving, today I was in a building. I have an appointment at a certain time, and I arrived really half an hour earlier. So I parked my car in basement 2, the lowest car park area, and then I went into this lift. Okay, and then in Malaysia the car park is sometimes very complicated, so I just went into the nearest lift I could find. So that lift apparently was a cargo lift. So as I was standing there, I was waiting. I waited for a long time, I tell you. I was almost late. It was like maybe 15 minutes wait. It was that long, you know. I never even realized it, you know, until because I was really doing something else. And then I realized, hey, I'm getting late for the appointment, you know. So I was panicking, and I see the panel that says which floor is it. And in Malaysia it's quite complicated, you know. You have UG, CC, B1, B2, you know, upper ground, you know, lower ground, whatever, you know. You never know what the order of the stories are, you know. Why can't it just be simple, you know, 1 2 3 4 5 ground, you know, 1 2 3, ground 1 2 3 4 5, or basement 1 or 2, but it's not like that. So I didn't know where the lift was coming, but it was so slow. Okay, I think just before I want to give up and, you know, go to another lift, the door of the elevator started to open, and it opened so slowly. So I went in. There were a few people in there. Apparently they were like, I think really also complaining about the speed of the elevator. And then the door just, it was literally like that. Okay, can you imagine that? Anyway, it's a cargo elevator. So I pressed the floor that I wanted to go, and I tell you, it moved so slowly. And then floor after floor, it will open, you know, and there'll be nobody outside. So it's kind of funny. So it will close again. And I was wondering, oh, when will this elevator ever arrive? Talking about not arriving. Yeah, so, but it did arrive, okay, and I did go to my meeting, and I was 5 minutes early, okay, from 30 minutes early to 5 minutes early, so not too bad. But yeah, it arrived. But what about sometimes our dreams, right? We set a goal, but the fulfillment of that goal never arrived. And is that an issue, or is that an art? Okay, if you ask me, really, I say it's an art. It's really not an issue. Okay, why is that so? Those of you who are following me know that I'm in the pursuit of several goals. I have goals in 12 areas of my life. Okay, I've spoken about that earlier in some of my podcasts, but I won't go through that. But you can look back. I can't even remember which episode, but you can look back at the 12 areas of my life and how I set goals for every single one of them. And the 2 goals that I set, you know, number 1 is, you know, get 50 subscribers by the end of the year for this new podcast, and I already got 70. Okay, I got 50 much earlier. And then I want to set a goal, you know, in that 2 months that I signed up for my gym, right, that I want to lose 2% fat percentage, something that I never thought that I could do, because in the past I always have this mindset that, you know, when you reach a certain age, right, even if you breathe air, you know, it's calories, right, and you will never be able to get rid of the tummy fat. Okay, and I've achieved that last week, and consistently maintaining that. So I've already set up another goal. So I have arrived in some of the goals that I have arrived, that I've set to do, but there are many others that have not arrived yet. Okay, I say why not arriving is an art rather than it's a failure or a disappointment or it's an issue. It's because, you see, I achieved these 2 goals, right? I hit 50. You know what? I was only happy for an hour. Then after that, I said, okay, when am I gonna hit, you know, the next goal? And then even my fitness goal, when I realized that, okay, it was under 2%, under 20%, right? Was 19.8 when I first, you know, read that reading. I was happy, But I was happy for only a short while, maybe one day. Then after that I said, oh, why can't I just go down to 18, okay, 17.99, okay, when I say that under 18%. So I just went straight to a new goal, and I was only happy for a short while. But of course, I am now in a state of continuing that journey, okay, in the 2 goals that I just achieved. So why am I saying this? I'm saying this is because sometimes you set a goal, and when you achieve the goal, right? I find that the goal is not the whole idea of why you pursue a dream. When you reach it, right, the fulfillment is only for a short while, and after that you want to continue. I remember several years ago, I wanted to start my entrepreneur journey in order to fund my non-profit, right? I remember setting a goal that I want to be an entrepreneur, and I set a wealth goal as well, that how much I want to make, right? I tell you, after I've achieved it, okay, I didn't have money then, but I have money now. I tell you, having money doesn't solve a lot of problems. The happiness level of myself before I had the money and after I have money now is the same. So money itself, or the goal itself, achieving the goal itself, doesn't bring that happiness. Then I ask myself, then what brings happiness then? I realize this one thing, the one thing that brings happiness is that I'm in the process of dreaming. So today I want to share about this dream process, which is a process that I've developed, I think in my 3rd year or 4th year when I was in my old job in the church, and when I was leading a group of volunteers to lead children, something that never done before, but I took it upon myself to respond to a divine call from God to take up that role. And I tell you, I developed that dream process not by accident, really. It's through assessing a voice of God that shared with me that process. I developed that through really real life application of what works and what doesn't work in the pursuit of a dream that I'm not familiar with. So I documented that process, and I taught it in one of the camp, I think in my 3rd year or 4th year in my children's ministry camp, right? I talked about my dream process, and I've been using that process ever since in everything that I do, every venture that I bring myself into. I use that process, and I tell you that process works. So, and the beauty of it, again, is not the end of the process that you achieve your dream, but the beauty of it is that I enjoy the process so much more than the end goal of that process. That I just enjoy being in the process of dreaming, of hearing what God has called me to do, what I'm supposed to do here on earth, and pursuing it, okay? And today I just want to share with you that 5-step process called the dream process, and that's where happiness is, okay, as far as I'm concerned. Of course, it may be different for you all. You all may be, searching for your first million, and after first million you're not happy. You want to go for your second million, or 7 million, or whatever. And you may be happy achieving those, but for me, it's not. It's the process. And today I will share with you what that process is. Okay, so if you're ready, can you just type ready? If you feel like you want to comment anything, please comment anything. If you want to ask any questions, please ask any questions, okay? So let me start with the first process. The first step of the process. Okay, the process has an acronym DREAM, D-R-E-A-M, DREAM, okay? So DREAM is the acronym, and every step, every step in that process, right, follows that the first letter of that acronym, okay, D-R-E-A-M. So the first one, D, is called determine your dream. Now, every one of us have a calling. Every one of us have a reason why we are put on earth. Okay, I personally believe that God reveals it to us. Sometimes it's easier, it's more intuitive. You found out from the very beginning, but sometimes it's a little bit harder. You don't discover it until maybe later on in life. But whatever it is, whether young or old you are, it's never too late, okay, to determine your dream. Okay, if you really want to find out your dream and you don't have, right, maybe I just ask you to do something supernatural, right? I just want you to, before you sleep tonight, right, you close your eyes, you do your meditation, and you ask God, God, can you reveal to me what you want me to do here on earth? Okay, big or small, whatever it is, and tell it to me in my dreams, okay, or in an impression, okay? The next morning when I wake up, let me know what you want me to do. So a simple prayer like that, a simple meditation like that, and just see what happens, okay? So even if the next day you wake up, you cannot, right? I want you to keep seeking, okay? Ask and you shall receive, seek and you shall find, and knock, the door will be open to you. If you ask for your calling and ask for your purpose, I really, really think that you are going to discover it, okay? So discover your dream and determine your dream. Now, I'm not just talking about any dream, okay? I know sometimes we all dream of something because somebody has it, right? You see a sports car drive past, you say, oh, the person has a sports car, so my dream is to have the sports car. Or you read a magazine, you see all the entrepreneurs, right? Wow, they set up big organizations, they become so rich, they become so successful, so influential, and you want to do the same thing. No, I'm not talking about those dreams. Those are copy dreams, right? You copy from somebody. Those are not your dreams, right? Your dreams is what aligns with what God tells you, your personal value, and your personal sort of conviction, okay, of how you can actually contribute to the world. Okay, it doesn't have to be big, it can be a very simple thing, like maybe to take care of somebody or to help my boss in something. It just can be as simple as that, okay? But I want to encourage you to go higher and higher and higher and get to your worthy dream, okay? Not just a dream, but a worthy dream, something that's worthwhile for you to pursue, okay? Maybe for the next 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, and of course, ideally, your lifetime. Now, determine your dream. Fill your mind with dreams, fill your mind with visions, fill your mind with purpose, and your mind will have no room for the negativity that will hit you and will come your way. So always ask yourself, what is your dream? Determine your dream. Okay, so that's number 1. So step 2 is the R in dream, and the R stands for realign your path. Now, the second thing you got to do, after you have a new dream, right, and before that you are pursuing all your old dreams, right, your old things, things that have driven you up to then. But if you have a new dream, then you got to realign your path towards the new dream. If not, you will continue to do the things that you have been always doing because of habit, and you're always just reaching the limits of your old dreams. So a lot of times we do things based on habit, based on things that we are used to doing, and we have always achieved that level of result. Okay, that result may be good, it doesn't matter, but it's still an old result. Okay, but once you have a new dream, then you have to think about how to realign your path. Your path is no longer this way. When your new dream is here, you have to realign your path to go according to the dream, the new dream that you have set. So I want to encourage us to think about how to achieve the new goal, the new dream, with new ways, new method. Your focus is the same, but your perspective is different. Your focus is the same, but your method and your strategy has to be different. So I want to encourage us, think creatively, think about what your new path is going to be. And again, write down every day, you know, 3 things that aligns to your new dream, to your new goal, and write down just 3 things that you need to do. The things that will move the needle, okay, activities that will move the needle, okay, for that dream, to achieve that dream. So just write down 3 things to do. Sometimes people say that, you know, pursuing a dream is so difficult. I beg to differ. It is so difficult when you are not focused, and you are not, you don't have a strategy or you don't have a process, right? But you have a strategy, a process of writing down 3 things that you need to do to achieve that dream. Every day, just do 3 things. Okay, it can be big or small, but 3 things that will move the needle, and bang, right? I think within such a short time, right, you will be able to get closer to your dream. Okay, so again, it's not about actually hitting the dream or not. It's that process, the process of doing something new every single day, doing something exciting, doing something you know that will make a difference to the dreams that you're pursuing. It's so fulfilling, it's so enjoyable. So I just wish that more people will do it, you know. Forget about little things that you have to do anyway, right? You don't have to write down like I gotta eat lunch, you know, or I gotta walk the dog or whatever. You gotta do that anyway, right? So why don't you write down exciting things that will move the needle towards your new goal? Okay, so that's the R in dream. Then there's a E in dream, the DRE, okay, and the E stands for engaging truth. Now, this is a powerful step. Powerful step. A lot of times we have a dream, we align our path to get there, right? But we find ourselves not being able to sustain it because the fact that you are doing a new goal, you're pursuing a new dream, and with a new path, right? You sometimes do not have the mindset, okay, to continue or to persevere. And because you have an old mindset, it's a matter of time before you hit the brick wall and you just quit because you're not trained, okay? Your habit is too ingrained of your old ways, and then you do not renew your mind towards the new mindset that is required to do the work. Okay, this mindset usually is based on, 2 things, truth and falsity. Okay, why you're not able to move forward sometimes is because of a lot of falsity that surrounds you, okay, of how you do things. A lot of times, I remember when I started my fitness journey, right? I tell you, I feel so embarrassed right now. I think in the past, I always make fun of people who go to the gym and build muscles. You know, I said, in this day and age, why do you need muscles? You know, why do you need to look so buff? It just vanity, isn't it, right? So I remember making fun of them. Of course, I don't directly make fun of them, but inside me, I was saying, hey, just do your cardio, just run and be fit, right? Why build muscles? And I tell you, I got that mindset stays with me when I started the fitness journey. I really literally have to debunk that lie, okay, in my mind, because that lie to say that build muscles has no value other than vanity is truly a lie, because building muscles really helps us build our body to be healthy, such a way that it can help sort of lose fat. By building more muscles, right, you will lose more fat. So it's a complementary thing. It's not about losing fat, right, but it's also about building muscles so that, you know, you can eat the food to build muscles rather than it gets converted and stored as fat, okay, in our body. And furthermore, another lie I felt that it's not true that today we don't need to be strong. Okay, I did a video earlier saying that telling people why I train. I was just, you know, joking in a way, but also I mean it. I told them that look, after Ukraine, when Russia came, right, not only the soldiers need to fight, right, but all the residents, all the people needs to stand up and fight. And who are the ones that can leave the country? Are the women and the children, right? But guys need to stay back and fight. So if anything happens to Malaysia, Singapore, right, whatever situation it is, another foreign invader come, right, then I got to fight. Okay, I got to rise up and I got to stay back and fight. So really, the muscles, building up yourself, not just for fitness, but it's also for something practical. Okay, you got to fulfill your duty. Okay, for your country, for God. Okay, to protect your family in times like that. So me, a bodybuilder, me, a weight trainer, okay, was never in me. Okay, I thought that was bad. Okay, but I had to change my mindset. So today, I really see myself that, okay, maybe I can be a bodybuilder. Okay, I can be somebody. I'm really enjoying. And the moment I change my mindset about that, right, then I engage truth of the matter, right, then I see myself improving in terms of my fitness, in terms of how I build muscles, and so on and so forth. So yeah, engage truth, engage and confront the lies that surrounds you from being who you want to be in your new dream. Okay, a lot of us also says that I want to make a certain kind of income. Okay, and I want to be a millionaire, or I want to raise so much fund, right, in order to fulfill my purpose that God has called me to do. You know, you want to be rich, but in the back of your mind, you keep criticizing the rich people. And then you have a problem with Elon Musk. You have a problem with businesses. Okay, you say that they're all crooks. So if you have a mindset that being an entrepreneur or being a business person is bad, right, then how can you yourself achieve your goal of having wealth or having money, okay, to fulfill your purpose? Because you fundamentally have a flaw in your thinking. Okay, you think that money is wrong. Money is root of all evil. Okay, actually the Bible never says that money is the root of all evil. It's the love of money, the pursuit, the thinking that, you know, money is everything. Okay, is the root of all evil, but not money itself. So think about engaging truth. What sort of lies surrounds you that, you know, that sort of handicap you from moving forward? Okay, I see this. I see people stall in this step more than any other step. Okay, in the process, it's really the mindset could not change. I think a lot of people says that okay, they wanted to join me and do song kids, want to bless the orphans, want to do philanthropy work, you know, but they never got to change their mindset. I see a lot of old thinking in them, thinking that, you know, the people, the orphans that we are blessing, right, that they are subjects. You know, you don't see them as people, you see them as people to manage. You don't fundamentally even have a good outlook of who they are as people. You think that you have so much and you have you are above them, and that become a problem because a lot of times if we don't humble ourselves, right, to go at that level, become friends, right, connect with them. A lot of us don't even want to be associated with them. We don't want to even meet them, but we want to run an organization to control them, to manipulate them. I think the mindset is just all wrong, and you're not humble to learn, you know, what is the best way to do this work. And I feel that mindset has so much falsity in it, okay, in order for you to pursue a new dream that you have set. So think about that, okay? This is a very subtle point because you really got to be very reflective, very self-aware, and really very humble to want to learn, so that you install in you a new mindset of how to pursue your dream. So I encourage you to just install new mindset by engaging the truth of how you're stuck or wherever you are, okay, in your dream process. So that's E, engage truth in the dream process. I don't have a lot of time to share about this, but if you're really interested, you can come to me. I can personally coach you and guide you and mentor you in this area, especially if you have specific goals to reach, dreams to reach, right? You can always engage me, and I can come down to help you, maybe on a weekly Zoom calls, and to do stuff like that, okay, to help you resolve your falsity, okay, about certain things that you are trying to do. So that's E. Then the next one is A. Okay, A is also very powerful because it's also about sustainability. A lot of times, people get a little bit of success, and then after that they stall from there. They are not able to scale, or they're not able to proceed further on, and they tend to quit very fast because they don't do this step. Okay, this step is A, and A is to anticipate your problems. Okay, this step is about anticipate your future problems. Okay, a lot of us think that problem is problem, okay, and then we try to avoid problem, right? We try to go somewhere else and do something else. But problem is always an opportunity. Okay, I see problem as a door. Okay, yes, the door is closed. That's why it's a problem, right? The door is closed. But you can go there and see how you can open the door. Okay, sometimes it's locked, right? So if it's locked, you have to find a key to unlock it, right? But most of the time, it's not locked. Okay, it's just a door in there. But if you avoid the door, you will not be able to go behind the door, open the door and go behind the door and find the dream that you wanted to achieve, right? So a lot of times you got to think about your next big problem in your dream. Okay, at any step, any point in your dream pursuit, right? You always have to ask, so what is going to be your next problem? Okay, and what you do is that you find the key and you find a way to open the door first before you face that problem. Okay, a lot of times people do something, right? They start an enterprise or they start a project, right? Okay, and they never think about things like maybe finance. They never think about who will be in the team. They never think about the next big problem that may come, okay? And sure enough, when those problems actually do come, right, you are not prepared for it, okay? And sometimes the problem is so big that you get so overwhelmed by it, you can't help it but just say that, okay, this is not for me, and then you quit, kind of thing. So I encourage everyone to look at what is your next big problem in the pursuit of the dream that you're going for, and then solve it even before it comes. Okay, I know, and how do you know what is the next big problem? Okay, you always find people who have done it before, and they always know what is next, what is coming. And if what is coming is a mindset thing, you solve that mindset even before it comes. If it's a money thing, right, you got to have in your head how to solve the money thing before it happens. And if it's human resource, right, how are you going to solve it? Okay, even before it happens. And I think there's a key element to success. I remember when I'm an IT guy, right? When I left IT, I joined the church, and then after that, now when I left the church and I joined back IT, I was an IT entrepreneur, right? I realized that the IT industry changed so much. Okay, what I used to study and what I used to do, right, is no longer, it's obsolete, it's no longer relevant. And I remember when I wanted to start my business as an IT freelancer, okay, I know my client will not want the type of solution that I used to have, okay, when I was in the corporate before I joined the church. They will want something new. So I knew that problem is going to come. So how I did it is I resolved then to enroll myself in the best course in the area, right? And I let somebody help me. So I pay quite a lot of money to enroll in that course, but that course actually helped give me so much foundation, so much things to refresh me with new information, okay, about the industry, and I very quickly could pick it up, apply it in my own business, and then when I was successful, right, I'm able to help other people in theirs as well. So yeah, I solved a problem even before it happened, even before I get stuck, okay, in doing things right. I already enroll myself in a course and I make sure that I've learned it. So there are many other things. I know there are a lot of times that when we join a certain organization, like when I joined the church, I have seen so many people, they get stuck because they can't get along with the leaders. They cannot get along with group, okay, their people. I knew that problem is going to come. And I've really resolved in me already, right, that whatever my boss say or whatever my leader say, right, I will follow. Seriously. Whatever my leaders say I should do, right, I will follow. Okay, I will debate, but if after we talk, right, I couldn't win the debate, or finally, that the person's solution is the best solution, right, I will follow. Because the whole thing about followership, right, is so important when you work together as a team. When you learn how to follow somebody, right, then it paves the way for your own success, because you are not in a position to see the big picture of the industry or for whatever project that we are doing, but your boss is. So why not submit to him? Why not listen to him? Ultimately, if things don't go right, if things fail, right, I think the boss is accountable beyond you, okay? I think you are also accountable, but not as much as your boss. So why not follow the person that will be accountable for the problems or for the results, that you need to get in that project. So anticipate problems and then solve it before that. But sadly, sometimes we could never get ourselves to do that because we are so in love with ourselves. We are so in love with our personality, in the way that we do things, right? That we just don't open the door of that problem and step into achieving our goal and our dream. So I want to encourage all of us to anticipate the next big problem that will be coming your way in whatever that you are doing, and just solve it before it happens. Okay, whenever you are in a dream that is for the long haul, right, there's always this thing called sustainability. Like, how would your passion last? How do you make your love of that thing last? Anticipate the next problem that's going to come and solve it beforehand. A lot of time it takes a lot of humility, it takes a lot of wisdom, it takes a lot of partnership, it takes a lot of mindset change. So that's A, anticipate your problem. I started this podcast, right? I know that I'm going to have a problem with sustainability. That means, you mean every week I will come on and share? What if I run out of ideas? Actually, I already anticipate all this problem. That's why I decided to make this podcast not about myself. That I will bring in guests and I will interview them, I will talk to them, so that they can also share their wisdom for you guys who are pursuing your dreams. And of course, lately I haven't been contacting people because I didn't hear any feedback from you, what you want to learn. So I thought I will save that ammunition until later. And I still have ideas, and one day I will run out. When I run out, okay, of course I can do another way to anticipate my problems, right, is that I got to keep learning. So if I make it my learning journey as well, and I continue to read, right, I will never run out of things to share and ideas to share with you. And I'm making sure that I'm pursuing my own dreams so that I always have testimonies and stories to share about how I achieve my dreams. So how about you? How do you anticipate your problem, and how are you going to solve it even before it happens? Okay, and then the final step, DREA, M. Okay, M stands for manage your success. Okay, I tell you, if you do 1, 2, 3, 4, DREA, I'm very confident that you will reach your goal, you will reach your dream. Okay, maybe not the big ones, the little ones, you will reach it. And I tell you, once you reach your dream and you are successful, I don't want you to get too elated, okay, too thrilled, and after that, celebrate and then be complacent, because usually the top of one mountain, right, is the beginning of the next. Okay, the top of one mountain is the beginning of the next. Like how I experienced it, right? I reach my goal, right? Then after that, I'm happy for 1 day, 1 hour, 1 day, and then after that, I set a new goal. So you got to manage your success, right? What's the point of having everything in the world, right? But yet you lose your soul, you lose who you are. What's the point of being so successful, right? But you lose your identity, you lose your character. So managing your success is about managing all the areas in your life, and then make sure that there is no compromise. A lot of successful entrepreneurs, right, their family life is not good, okay? A lot of successful people, right, they're so proud, okay? Sometimes they don't even have friends, okay, surrounding them. Sometimes there are a lot of successful people who have a lot of money, right, but they don't have integrity. And if you don't have, you only have dreams in one area, you may achieve it, you may be successful, but you are a failure because you never become holistic. You never have dreams in multiple areas such a way that you pursue them concurrently, knowing that when one is successful, right, it doesn't mean that game over, right? But you have other dreams to pursue. Okay, when you achieve a certain dream, make sure that you are humble enough to know that that is a beginning of a new dream, okay? And that it doesn't make you proud, it doesn't make you think that you are better than another person, right? But always manage your success. Okay, a lot of times I pursue 12 areas, but it's of course not always that I pursue 12 areas at one go. Sometimes I just choose 2 or 3 to pursue at one time. And after I've achieved it, right, you know what, I switch my goals, right? I know I've achieved that already, right? So I work on things that I'm not strong in. There are a lot of times that I have to, like my family get compromised, right, when I pursue something. Then I have to switch it back. Okay, I need my family goals to be in the forefront again. So sometimes I will, downplay the other goals, right, and then upplay my family goals, my relationship with my wife, my friendship goals, and so on and so forth. So in that way, right, no one success or no small groups of success, right, will make you proud or will make you feel like, okay, you are a better person than everyone else, and then you don't need anybody, then you're invisible, right? So managing your success is so important, and that is the step in the dream process that makes it so enjoyable. So today, I've done so many things, I have achieved many things, but I also failed in many things, and I'm also on my way in many other things, right? So yeah, manage your success. So whatever it is, the successes, I don't get too elated. The failures, I don't get too dejected or disappointed, right? I make it a way or a door towards achieving more, being 1% better. So yeah, it's about the art of being 1% better and manage your success, and don't let success get into your head. So yeah, I'm babbling a little bit in my last point, but I hope you get what I mean. To manage your success so that you become the holistic person that you are meant to be as you pursue the 12 areas of your dreams. So with that is my dream process. D, determine your dream. R, realign your path. E, engage truth. Watch out for falsity, okay, that will bring you down. Then next is anticipate your next big problem and solve it before it comes. And finally, after you achieve your goals, right, to manage your success and know that when you have achieved something, right, it doesn't mean that other areas don't need to pursue anymore. You still have to pursue them to be balanced. So happiness is found in when you pursue this process, right, rather than the end goal itself. And why do I say that you will find happiness when you get better in all these 12 areas as you go along? You see, the goal in life, I believe, is we become more spiritual and we become more one with God. Right? Happiness is really found not the object of your goal, right? But in who you become in the process of pursuing your goal. And who you are becoming is you will become more and more godlike. Okay, when you pursue all your dreams, the more you pursue it, the more you sometimes get dejected, sometimes you fail, and then you overcome it, right? You become more a man of character, a man of perseverance, a man of love, a man of patience, a man of joy. And you see all these things come together, right, to make you more spiritual and more one with God. And ultimately, happiness is found when you become more and more godlike. You become more and more godly. So pursuing your dream using the dream process is really about being more and more godlike. And if you're Christian, because becoming more Christ-like, Christ, our hero, set an example of what it means to be the perfect human being. The Bible, there's a passage in the Bible that says that be perfect as God is perfect. See, God is perfect. And guess what? We can be perfect also. In the spirit, we are really perfect. Okay, of course, in the physical, we are catching up. And that's why we go through life in that process, right, in order for us to perfect ourselves so that we can be with God again, unite with God again. And that perfection is found in Jesus. God sent Jesus as an example of the perfect man that walked on earth. Okay, not without struggles, right? Not without adversities, right? He was hung on the cross. So at the end of the day, he is molded ultimately, right, on the cross. He was molded with that character integrity to stay the course, okay, to stay to that dream that God has given them to redeem the whole world. And then he became one with God, right? And he is God and he is one with God. So likewise, our journey is the same. So pursue your 12 areas of dream. Thank you for staying in this channel, Whole Human School. I hope you learned something today. I hope that this has helped you. So with that, I continue I'll finish the last sip of my tea. And if you have any questions, any comments, any feedback, please write it in the comment section. And if not, I will just end this time with meditation. I realized that last week when we did a meditation that my mom's Chinese cereal downstairs, right, could be heard. So I hope that that didn't affect you so much. And today you can't hear so much. Okay, I can still hear it. But whatever it is, when you meditate, when you close your eyes and trying to be a more spiritual being than a physical being at that point, I hope that noises does not distract you. The important thing is to get into a state whereby, right, you are one with the spirit, you are one with God, and that you are able to find calm and peace regardless of what is around you. So that's ultimately what we are trying to achieve. So with that, why don't we close our eyes? Okay, again, we do our deep breathing. Okay, maybe 5 in, 5 out. Okay, 5 in, count to 5, 5 in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 in again. And 5 out. Okay, when you breathe, remember to breathe through your nose. Okay, and take a deep breath, 5 in and 5 out. Okay, today as you meditate, I want you to focus on the stillness of your being. As you take a deep breath, I want you to appreciate how still your body can be and how not necessary the things around you, the thoughts that is in your mind is. As you breathe in and breathe out, I want you to observe the silence that is in you. The silence that brings about oneness with your Creator, with God. And how in God you can find peace. And the peace can be found within you. Okay, as you appreciate the stillness of your being, the quietness of your soul, I want you to reject and repent on your dependency of things that is external. Okay, what outcome do you need to have in order for you to feel peace? Which person do you need in your life in order to have peace? Which achievement or which outcome physically that you need to see in order for you to find peace? I want you to reject all these things. I want you to have an affirmative no to things outside of you to give you peace. Okay, I want you to appreciate the peace that comes from within. That's the peace of God that God has given to us. In the beginning, when He breathed His breath onto us, He's giving us the only thing that we need for peace in our life. So, as you meditate and continue to meditate, breathing in, breathing out, I want you to appreciate the stillness of your being that God has given to you through the breath of God, to the Spirit of God that is put in us when He made us. So again, if you want to continue this meditation, you can continue. I will close this broadcast, and I hope I see you next time. Remember, after your meditation, please come forth and please subscribe. Please write a comment and please like the episode. That will really help the algorithm to help more people find this community of dreamers. So thank you for joining me. I see you again in the next episode. Bye bye.